Whenever we handle factorization question, we should follow this procedure. First, we have to check is there any common factor. Alpha square, alpha, -6, so there is no common factor among those three terms. After that, we have to think that is that possible to write in identity format. But -6, it is not square term. It's not something square. So we can't use identity. So that's why we have to use the last resort to solve the factorization here. To factorize alpha square plus alpha -6, of course you may use calculator, or we focus on the first term, the last term. Alpha times alpha will give you alpha square, that's quite obvious. So we have to think what time what will give us -6. At the same time, this combination should add them together to get the middle term here when we expand it. So let's say I try -3 times +2. So this fulfills the first requirement, but we also need to check to ensure if we assume that this is factor, the expanded middle term is equal to this one. We try to multiply these two and see if we add them together, is that equal to the middle term. So we have 2 alpha and then we have -3 alpha. Add them together is equal to -1 alpha. So it's also 1 alpha here, but this is negative while our target should be positive. So this combination is not correct guesses. We try a little bit changes. That means we try +3 and -2. Because we know the magnitude are the same. So we have -2 alpha plus 3 alpha, which equal to +1 alpha. So therefore we know the factor is alpha plus 3 and also alpha -2. After that, in part B, there is no exactly the same part as part A at this moment. So what we can do is to go through this path once again. We check is there any common factor, is there identity, something like that. So part B, we separate 3 terms and then we find that every terms alpha 4, alpha 3, alpha 2. So at most I can take out alpha 2 from each term. It can be more than alpha power of 2 is because this one we only have alpha power of 2. So we take out the common factor alpha of 2 and then we try to write down what is left vertically downward. Alpha of 4 divided by alpha of 2. So alpha of 2 is left. Alpha power of 3 we taken out 2, so alpha power of 1 is left. This term we take out alpha power of 2, so the constant -6 is left. So we find out that it's exactly the same as the question in part A. So for this part, we just replace it by our answer in part A. We get alpha squared, alpha plus 3, alpha -2. After you finish this step, you should check carefully, can we further factorize it? Then we find out that there is nothing we can further factorize, so we can announce that this question is finished. This is the finalized answer.